The Homance Chronicles.
The female equivalent of a bromance.
So many poor choices.
But so many good times.
But so many poor choices.
We're back. It's the Homance Chronicles. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Nicole.
It's another session.
Mm-hmm.
Week 2, 2026. Captain's log. It sucks. Nothing has changed. Everything
I
is
just
still
looked at the calendar
as
and
it
I'm like,
is.
does it count as week 2? Because like the first, January 1st would have been 3 weeks away. Or like 2.5
Oh,
weeks away. So I was
fair.
like, wait a second, is this week 2? I guess it is. Technically.
Technically.
I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway.
I don't know what's happening, what day it
I
is.
I don't
Nothing.
either. And the fucked up thing is we both function in society like this. How do we do it? Yeah, no,
It's truly day to day,
yeah. I've
which is
designated. Oh, go
well,
ahead.
I would say which is funny because our Hoe of History today, her last name is Day.
This is perfect. Perfect. So I think I've cemented this notion I've carried with me for a while that the first week of the new year, like when you're back and doing your life things, your first week is like, you're hazy. Maybe this isn't reality. Maybe I can slip back into life when I'm not here type existence. But week 2 is absolutely beating you in the face. No, this is real life. You don't have a choice. You have to go back.
Yes, week 2 has been real.
It's like Monday. Week 2 was like a Monday.
Yes, it's like, oh wow, I do have a job.
Yeah. Well, I need a job in order to do the things I want to do, really. Yeah. I don't like it.
Well, it's not only do I have it's week 2 is people are expecting you to do your job.
And some are so excited to do their own jobs. I'm concerned. Like, I don't know why, but for some reason, some people's productivity makes me cringe. But I also am jealous at the same time. Like, it's a very weird feeling to be jealous and cringed at the same time. Like, how does
Oh, I understand. I actually am like jealous of my old self.
right? Like, where did those females go? Well, I can tell you, they got tired from
I'm
being
like jealous of
proactive.
my old self for how productive I could be and how driven and ambitious I was. But then now at the same time, I look back and I'm like, I wish I could give that girl a hug. She didn't need to do all that.
She found me. We made it work.
Did it really change the trajectory of her career? Probably not.
No. I mean, you did get your MBA, and I feel I have to applaud you for that over and over again because I don't feel there's any sort of academia that can teach me how to manage the man babies I have to manage on the day to day. Like, there's nobody at a school that's going to tell me this man's 67 years old. He's on the cusp of retirement, but hates his wife. So he's going to stay working for the next 5 years if he possibly can, which means he's going to hoard every responsibility he has ever had. And oh, by the way, he doesn't know how to check his email. Teams who?
I I don't think that having an MBA teaches one those skills very much either. Um, what it does teach you is, I guess, like critical thinking, presentation,
Yeah.
balance. It teaches you other things, how to handle certain stressful moments. But it doesn't really teach you how to manage man babies. No.
Yeah. And so that's for me, I feel like I kind of naturally manage those moments in my workspace without needing to have a degree to prove it. But also since I'm in the art area, like in the art world, it is not as structured or wasn't, I should say, wasn't as structured as it is now even because when I was getting my degree, they only had one version of what it is. Now there's 13 different flavors of the same thing. It's just you get a little bit of a niche difference and you know. So
Hmm.
but at the same time, I potentially could have done something different, but I don't think I could have. So I applaud you for that ambition, and you needed to do that. I, in my industry, did not. But
I
they're
didn't have to
also,
for my industry. Not, no. My industry does marketing and communications does not require a master's, not at all.
No, it's a nice to have for you though, right?
It
For
was something
people,
I personally wanted to do.
right. But for
Yeah.
like the in the art world, the more certifications and whatever else you've got used to be difficult to work with. You can't find a real job. So you stayed in academia because that's all you could actually do with your life. That was an icky
Mm.
perception, right? So
Hmm.
getting in the workforce and learning how to do your own artwork in the real world has always been beaten into my head.
Mm.
So there was no
Yeah,
ambition.
I mean, I wish I could stay in academia. I wish I could just be a student for forever. I honestly like learning and like being a student.
I like learning. I don't like being a student. I fucking loathed it. Every ounce of my being still physically reacts to it. Considering I almost went back to school for like a design specific degree that just one college has going right now, and I weighed out my options, and it would have been free, and I could have done all the. And no, at the end of the day, I didn't sit physically right with me that I was going to have to go back to school, so I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's not for everybody. I
No.
just, I'm not very athletic.
What does
I
that
exercise my
have to
brain.
do?
I exercise my brain. I'm more of an academic than an athletic. So, for me, like school was not hard.
School wasn't hard for me. I was 4.0, and then through college I was a 3.7. I'm smart. It wasn't difficult. I hate it. I feel like that's where that's where my cringe comes in. I'm like, ooh, this is all made
Mm,
up. Are we sure? Like
mm.
out of 100, bud, really? Like those are the things. It's that like level of authority where I'm like, this is all subjective. How can you create weird rules for the subjectivity? So that's where I'm more philosophical.
That's very philosophical, yes.
I
Hmm.
know, I know.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that's but I
So
struggle with those thoughts
I struggle
regularly.
with philosophical stuff too. I like things to be more concrete, black and white. It is or
Oh,
it isn't.
I enjoy that. But like I like to remind people every day at work when they're like super stressed out about everything, and these are things I have to remind myself also, but like this is all made up. Humans just
Right,
made all this up. What
right.
happens tomorrow if, okay, there's an economy and there's money and the earth is still gonna rotate. It's still gonna sun's still gonna come up and go down. Like it's all just made up.
Yeah. At some point during the day today, when I was putting in timelines for various communications and making them up, I also had that thought cross my mind where I was like, well, this is all just made up. It doesn't
Hmm.
matter.
Yeah. It's all
It'll
just
happen when it's supposed to happen.
well, the important things, yes, but all this unnecessary fodder is just all made up.
Mhm.
Numbers and metrics and goals and targets. Like, okay, I get it. I get it, but it's dumb.
Yes, and they
Don't
do
come for me.
decide to pick those, those random numbers out of the air for
Right.
like this is what we're gonna hit. But
It's like, okay, how do we get there? Is there a projection that came from something? And what was that? Like, I'm new.
to what?
It,
I'm like,
all of
not
it.
new to life, not new to corporate.
No, it's all I'm new. I'm still fine. That's my standard. When somebody looks at me, I'm like, I don't know, I'm new. And they're like, what? No, you're not. Like, I just crossed my 3 year mark at this company. I'm not new.
Oh, goodness.
I don't know.
So, do you have any what do we call it?
Housekeeping?
Housekeeping. Yes.
No.
No housekeeping, no
No.
television watching.
I
Honestly,
mean,
I was out of town for like 4 days. Very much missed my television watching. I I got back on Sunday night, but not enough time to like watch anything. And then Monday, yesterday night, I was like, what day is it? What have I missed? which app do I use? And then I turned on Traders and couldn't have been happier.
Okay. I don't know what Traders is. No, I do.
What?
No, I do. I'm lying to you. I was in reality TV show head.
It
I know
is
what
a
Traders
reality
is.
TV show.
Traders.
Yes.
Yes, I'm sorry. I meant like TLC style. This is like a game show,
Traders
right?
is a competition show, but with
Yeah.
celebrities.
Yeah, it's like The Circle. I get yes. But I was thinking
The
more of
Circle
like
doesn't have celebrities.
the 90 Day Fiance. Sure they do. Spice Girls was on it.
One.
Duh.
Oh God. Like one. No, the Traders is like Real Housewives, actors, comedians, whomever's
Oh.
needing a job at the time. And this season number 4 has Donna Kelsey on it, Travis Kelsey's mom.
Oh, okay.
And she's probably the most like normie type person, who hasn't won anything before, is not technically a celebrity or whatever. And so it's just interesting to see like dynamic, but it was in one of the episodes where they are doing one of the challenges. All of a sudden, like she just isn't there. She's just not participating. And I think it's just because she's too old, maybe,
Oh,
or maybe has a
probably.
medical condition or something. I don't
I mean,
know.
if she's just an average lady, probably.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, because there's like past Survivor winners on there and stuff. But yeah, there was no mention of it. It's just all of a sudden, poof, where'd Donna go? She's just not participating. Okay.
Well, it's like they did the 90 Day Fiance, the couple that was speaking out against some other cultural group. I don't remember anymore. They took them off the show. They just didn't show up.
Really?
Hmm.
I don't know which ones those are. I'll have to look it up.
Oh, it's what's her name? Firefly. She lives in Texas. It's not Firefly. I'm being disrespectful. What's her name? Tiger
Tiger
Lily.
Lily?
Yeah, well, you see where I was going with it. It's not disrespectful if you knew what I was saying. Shit. Anyway,
Tiger Lily and
continuing.
Adnan? Yeah,
Yes, they got booted from the show.
they did.
Hmm.
Wow.
But I am excited for Suddenly Amish premieres tonight on Discovery Plus slash TLC. And it is about people on a dating show that go Amish to date the Amish community. I can't wait. I'm so excited right now.
Wow.
I'm
That is going to
so,
be a
so excited.
disaster.
I know. Like, go watch the trailers and the YouTube clip. I put it on my calendar. My coworker at work, he's probably, well, shit, he's probably 20 years older than me. He and I are both so excited. He set his DVR to record it tonight.
Oh man, that is
My,
funny. It is
my,
something I would watch, of course. But
yes.
I mean, there was the other show where normies were dating Amish people, and it was kind of a disaster with the couples. I kind of felt bad for how much it blew up.
What? I don't remember this.
We've talked about it before. Um, or maybe it wasn't all, they
Leaving
weren't all
Amish.
Amish, but it was like a country love type thing or something. I don't remember,
Oh,
but
I remember. No, I remember that show. I know what you're talking about. I thought he left the Amish community. Whatever. I'm just excited.
he
No, that
did,
was the
but it
different
didn't make it any
religions.
better.
Yeah, no, it was a different religions. No, these people are willing to turn Amish if they find love. These are like the same people who are like, I'll move to a Muslim country and not be Muslim. Bet you will too be Muslim at the end of this relationship if you want to survive. Like you mostly have to. Like you don't really have a choice. It's a law there.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's
on that show with the Amish guy that I thought was all Amish, but it's not. I remember there was a Jewish or a woman who was converting to
Catholic to
Judaism,
Judaism from
and
Catholicism.
they were putting her through the ringer and
Right.
like making her wear a wig and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes. So I'm excited. Let's go.
yeah. Well, our Hoe of History today is actually an actress.
Let's get into it.
And It's actually quite the story. It's a bit of a long one, and it took me 2 days to pull it together. Not like two
Wow.
full days, but I mean like a couple of hours each day, probably. Yeah.
Well, the
Didn't
floor is
know what I was
yours.
getting myself into with
No,
Miss
you did not.
Doris Day.
Oh, you should have known better. Proceed. We love Doris Day in my mom's house.
Yes, so Doris Day was born Doris Mary Ann Kappelhoff.
In Indiana.
Close. On October 3rd, 1922 in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Very close. I was either going to go to Wisconsin or
So for most of her life, she said that she was born in 1924. But on her 95th birthday, the Associated Press found her birth certificate and it showed that she was born in 1922. So she, I don't know if she was purposefully shaving off 2 years.
100% she was. That's what those women used to do. My grandma used to do that shit all the time. They used to
So
lie
yeah,
about their weight when they
yeah.
were licensed.
So she was named after another actress named Doris Kenyon. And she had two brothers, but one of them only lived for 2 years and passed away before she was born.
Hmm.
Um, Unfortunately, her father's infidelity caused her parents to separate in 1932, so she was 10. Shortly after that, she found a love for dance and formed a dance duo with Jerry Doherty, and they performed in competitions nationwide in the mid 1930s. So I don't know if she was just doing that because of heartbreak, because her mom had to move them, because of what, but her escape was dance. And she loved it so much that she was preparing to move to LA. She signed a contract with a casting company to follow her dreams of being a dancer full time when she was like 15.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So, yeah, so she's like 15 years old, thinks that she's going to LA with a signed contract and ends up in a car accident.
Hmm.
She was riding along with friends and their car collided with a freight train. Not sure how that happened, but Doris broke her leg.
God,
So,
she survived.
yeah, so no dancing, but survival. So, I don't know. How do you collide with a freight train? Playing chicken?
I don't
Drinking?
think,
I don't
I don't,
know.
yeah, I'm think you trying to beat the train.
Yeah. So, now that she's got this broken leg, she's laid up at home, she's bored, she starts singing along with the radio. So, she tried to imitate Ella Fitzgerald. And her mother started her with singing lessons, and the instructor said that Doris had so much potential that she gave her 3 lessons per week for the price of one. So she ended up taking singing lessons with this lady for 8 months. And then she got a couple of jobs as a professional vocalist and starred on a radio show. So, and she would sometimes perform like at local restaurants,
That's awesome.
little dinner
So she,
time singing.
so she was a whole package.
Yes. And then this singing caught the attention of Barney Rapp, who was a band leader and jazz musician. So he had apparently auditioned 200 singers for his band and ended up choosing Doris. He also suggested that her stage name be Doris Day instead of her real last name of Kappelhoff.
Yeah. It's maybe a little much.
He said that her real last name was too long for Marquise.
Hmm.
So, Doris would make $50 per day singing for the band. The band's name was the New Englanders. However, her manager stole half of her money. So
Naturally.
that kind of circles back around later. So just put a pin in that. Now it's like 1941. She's like 19. She ends up landing 3 singing acting roles in the Soundies.
Aw, the
Yeah, so
Soundies.
the Soundies are short films that had audio and video of musical performances. She also married the trombonist, L. Jordan from Barney Rapp's band. They were only married for 2 years because Al had schizophrenia.
Oh,
So,
that's a one I wasn't ready for. I was
yeah.
expecting alcoholism. Nah, the
No,
man saw shit. Cool.
schizophrenia,
Poor
which made him
guy.
violent. And
Oh, that sucks.
Doris became pregnant and refused to have an abortion, so he actually beat her in an attempt to force a miscarriage. Yep,
What the fuck?
yep.
So was he actually schizophrenic or was he just a piece of shit?
I mean, I don't know why they'd say he was schizophrenic if he
Maybe he
wasn't.
claimed it, but I don't know. That's icky.
Um,
Who does that?
the miscarriage did not happen though. She ended up having their son in 1942, and Al actually later ended up committing suicide.
Mm,
Um, so he killed himself 24 years after their divorce in 1967. So he stayed around for
that's
a while, but was fighting demons for a long time.
hmm
So Doris moved on from that and was with the Les Brown band and ended up recording her first hit song called Sentimental Journey, which was released in 1945. It went to #1 on the Billboard charts. It quickly became an anthem for World War II servicemen.
Oh
During
wow.
1945-46, she had 6 other top 10 hits on the Billboard charts with the Les Brown band. Um, Also during this time, she married her second husband, George William Wilder. That's how I'm gonna guess that is pronounced.
hmm
Wilder. He was a saxophonist and songwriter, and they were married for 3 years, from 1946 to 1949. So throughout the mid to late 1940s, she was touring across the US with the era of big bands and was singing for 2 years on the Bob Hope Weekly radio program. She was also invited to
Bravo.
sing at Hollywood parties, and apparently she impressed the right people at these parties and was recommended for a role in the movie Romance on the High Seas.
Oh, it starts with romance on the high seas.
Yes. When she auditioned, she told the director that she didn't have any acting experience, and he said that that was okay because her freckles made her look like the all-American girl.
It just goes to show you how much talent you used to have to have.
Yeah. So since she was seen as like the girl next door, they put her in Romance on the Seas.
As
Um,
as you do.
yeah, so she was doing all that like while she was married to her second husband. And then she started bouncing between singing and acting, and she's working her ass off after she gets divorced. So from 1948 to 1951, she had 15 songs on the Billboard Hot 30 list and was in 3 musicals. In
Incredible.
1953, at 31 years old, she starred in the comedic Western themed musical Calamity Jane, which was her favorite movie that she made.
That's how I learned about Doris Day is through Calamity Jane.
Calamity Jane. She felt like she was such a tomboy growing up that it was a really fun role to play. And a song from the film called Secret Love won an Academy Award for Best Original Song and became Doris's fourth #1 hit single in the US.
Go girl.
So, between 1950 and 1953, the albums from 6 of her film musicals charted in the top 10, including 3 that reached #1. She starred in a handful more movies, including Young at Heart and Frank Sinatra, or I'm sorry, Young at Heart with Frank Sinatra. Meanwhile, she also had her own radio program, The Doris Day Show, from 1952 to 1953.
Was she in Pillow
So,
Talk?
yes,
Okay, that's what I thought.
she was in Pillow Talk. Um, so anyway, she's, kicking ass and taking names. So she gets married for a third time. And it was on her 29th birthday. So April 3rd, 1951, she turns 29 and marries her agent, Martin Melcher.
Oh boy. Have we learned nothing from marrying within the industry?
So they remained married for 17 years until 1968 when he passed away.
All right.
Martin adopted her son from her first marriage. So the son, Terry, took on the last name Melcher when uh the dad or the third husband adopted him.
Hmm.
And Terry Melcher went on to be a super successful producer for groups like the Beach Boys.
Good for him.
He actually produced songs that his mom sang too. Um,
That's so cool. What a like a warm and fuzzy.
right? Except for now there's like this little crazy side to this story.
Yeah,
So
I figured it was
Terry,
coming because Terry's the son of a schizophrenic. So
yes. So Terry became acquainted with Charles Manson. So, yes, cult leader Charles Manson.
okay, so like there's a super thin line between crazy and genius. I think we all know this, right?
Yes.
And I don't know where it really is it like risk mitigation or management within one's own thoughts? Like, is that where we define the line? Like, fucking Mance?
Yeah. So he almost signed Charles Manson to a record deal.
It would have been a largely popular album. I
Yes.
feel as though he may have missed out on an opportunity for
Yeah.
fiscal
So
gain
the
there.
Tate murders, which were orchestrated by Manson, were committed at the Benedict Canyon house that Terry had formally occupied. Terry had once lived there before the murders took place. So I don't know. This story has everything. Um,
Let's keep going.
Unfortunately, Terry does pass away from melanoma in 2004, so he actually passes before his mom.
A fucking another curveball. Okay, curveball,
Yeah.
curveball, curveball. Okay, can't write this shit.
Yeah. So, another side note, if you're ready for this. So, Doris ran into her second husband years after the divorce, and he introduced her to Christian Science, which she then introduced to Terry and her husband. And so now they're a family of Christian Scientists. So they're refusing to see doctors, even though Terry had symptoms that suggested cancer.
Um,
So after Terry's death, Doris separated herself from the Christian Science church a little bit,
okay.
but I guess never really lost interest in the teachings. And she did become open to like other religions, but like Pentecostal. So anyway.
Again, where is that line between genius and crazy? Where is it?
Poor Terry passed for melanoma in 2004 because he wouldn't see a doctor. So anyway, as I mentioned, Doris had some big hits in the 50s. Secret Love, the song that was the musical from Calamity Jane, where she played the rough and tumble cowgirl. And then she worked with director Alfred Hitchcock. She was in The Man Who Knew Too Much and sang the song Que Sera Sera.
Mm-hmm.
And that Que Sera Sera means whatever will be, will be.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it became her trademark song, and she used it as the theme for her TV show later on. She went on to make more box office hit movies in the late 50s and early 60s, including in 1959 when she starred in the smash hit Pillow Talk, as you mentioned, and earned an Academy Award nomination for it.
So Que Sera is a song that's sampled in one of the songs that I have on my Forever playlist. And it's her, but it's not, a it's different. But it's all her wording. It's just a remix, and I love it
Mm.
so much. And I didn't realize that was Doris Day.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
Yep.
cool.
So by the end of the 1960s, her charming and sweet persona was fading out with the times. And this was like the time of like a big sexual revolution,
With
Woodstock
all the
and all that.
vamps.
Yeah, and so critics called her the world's oldest virgin.
Oh my God. The fucking disrespect.
I know. So she declined the role of Mrs. Robinson in The Graduate. In her memoir, she said that she rejected it because of moral grounds and she found the script to be vulgar and offensive.
Oh my God. So she was, in fact, the prude they made her out to be.
So in 1965, Columbia Records dropped her from the label because they hired a new head of the pop division and he was more focused on rock music.
Of course.
So from 59 to 70, Doris received 9 Writers Guild of America Laurel Award nominations and won 4 times for Best Female Performance in 8 comedies and 1 drama.
Oh,
She
wow.
received 6 Golden Globe nominations for Best Female Performance. So, I mean, they can say what they want, but she was,
She's an
holding
OG.
she was holding a bunch of awards for what she was doing. And her, as she's collecting these awards, her third husband, Martin, passes away on April 20th, 1968.
Oh.
And all I could find though was that he had an enlarged heart and his condition like deteriorated because he elected not to seek medical
Ah,
intervention due to his Christian Science beliefs. So,
I can't.
so then listen though.
Can't.
So
I'm
this guy
hearing you.
dies. Huh?
I'm listening.
Oh yeah. So this guy dies, right?
Uh-huh.
And then guess what this bastard did? Him and his business partner
The dead
completely
guy?
waste the dead guy, yes, her husband and his business partner, like before he passed,
Uh-huh.
completely wasted away all of Doris's money. They like squandered her earnings and left her in like huge financial debt, like bankruptcy debt.
You're fucking kidding me.
So the business partner, his name is Jerome Rosenthal. He had actually been her attorney since 1949.
What a
So she
fucking
ended up
piece of
having
shit.
to sue her own attorney. I
I'm
know.
I am baffled once again how all of these women have made so much for themselves and then it's just stripped from them every time.
I honestly cannot. It makes me sick to be like, this is a tale as old as time. But honestly, like, how many times now have we heard this happen?
Several women get
Insane.
disrespected across
Insane.
the board. Oh my fucking
So
God.
it doesn't stop there.
I'm sure it doesn't.
So she ends up filing a suit against her previous attorney in 1969, and it was caught up in the courts with him for like years and years. She was finally awarded $26 million, but after legal fees, she only received a fraction of that amount. Her
Real.
husband had also committed her to a television sitcom series, which she discovered throughout this entire mess.
You're joking. She didn't have to physically sign any contractual agreements? That's insane. That's
It
not
was
legal.
before the 70s. Women didn't even have their own checking accounts or
I
credit
know, but
cards.
they were still like legally their handwritten signature was required, right?
I
Or was
mean,
it men allowed to sign
somehow,
up on her behalf?
somehow
Motherfucker.
he did it, and not just for that. So, in an effort to clear her debts, she starred in The Doris Day Show on TV, which
Mm-hmm.
ran from 1968 to 1973. She played a widow who moves her 2 sons out to the country. She said that it was awful, that she was really, really not well when her husband passed away, and doing the TV show felt like overwhelming. And but like I said, that wasn't it. Her husband also signed her up for a bunch of TV specials, all without asking her. So she didn't even like performing on TV, but felt obligated.
Oh my God.
So while going through all of this, she still found a way to give back to others. She observed the mistreatment of animals while on a film set and was inspired to act against animal abuse.
Mm,
She was so appalled at the conditions that the animals were in while they were using them for filming that she refused to work unless they received sufficient food and proper care.
Oh, good for her. At least she was digging in on something.
Yeah, so the production company ended up putting up feeding stations for the animals and fed them every day before Doris would even agree to return to work.
Good. Good for
So,
her. She's the reason animals have rights, I have a feeling.
part of it, in 1971, she became the founding member of the grassroots organization Actors and Others for Animals and literally went door to door to rescue pets in distress and promote spay and neuter to reduce the euthanasia of millions of homeless pets in shelters. And she also appeared in a series of newspaper advertisements denouncing wearing fur alongside Mary Tyler Moore, Angie Dickinson, and Jane Meadows. And a couple of years later, actually, she announced that she was retiring from acting and focused solely on like these types of efforts. And so
Mm-hmm.
in 1978, she founded the Doris Day Pet Foundation, which is now the
Hmm.
Doris Day Animal Foundation. And it continues to carry on her legacy. And it's a grant giving charity that funds nonprofit organizations and programs across the country. Uh, it's not only there to help the animals, but also to help the people who
Rehab and stuff.
own the animals. So,
That's cool.
um, in 1987, Doris also founded um, the Doris Day Animal League as a lobbying organization in Washington, D.C. to help pass laws that protected animals. The league merged with the Humane Society of the United States in 2006 for a greater voice on Capitol Hill and continued to advocate for animals until it was absorbed into the Humane Society Legislative Fund in 2019.
Never to
So
be
she,
seen again.
so she was taking this to the top.
Good. I love this. At least
She
she was able
also,
to do something, I'm sure made her feel better through that time of dismay.
yeah, I mean, yeah, what a rough time.
Mm-hmm.
She
What a
also opened
fucking
the,
asshole.
I know, I mean, it's just,
God.
I just don't, I mean, I don't know. It was such a different time, and these women were just like trusting their husbands and assuming that they should be able to trust them. And not that that changes over time. Like, I guess you should feel that way no matter what. But you didn't have as much independence back then. You didn't have a lot of choice to
Well, it was
question if things
also
were not right or to
and it was also
be
taboo to question. You didn't
right.
have the opportunity to question. Like at least at
Right.
this stage, you have a partnership versus a situation where the man's literally just the boss. But
Right.
that poor thing. And I wonder too, like, did they like each other enough?
I don't know. I mean, they stayed married for 17 years.
Right, but like, did they like each other? Because it was, or was it a matter of convenience and business? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
looking at
I
it from
don't
a different
know.
lens, now he's a piece of shit. I was like,
Right.
oh, 17 years, they really loved each other. No, he was probably a parasite from the jump, and
Probably because he was her
she didn't
agent,
recognize him.
Ugh.
Yeah,
So anyway, she also opened up the Doris Day Horse Rescue and Adoption Center in 2011
nice.
to help abused and neglected horses. So yeah.
Oh,
While
Doris.
she's doing all this animal saving, she got married to her fourth husband.
Good Christ, Doris. Have we learned nothing?
No, we have not because he's also
A
not
piece
great.
of shit. Shocking.
So she marries her fourth husband in 1976. Their marriage lasted 6 years until 1982. He was the maitre d' at one of her favorite restaurants.
Setting the bar real low, Doris. I'm sorry.
He knew her love of dogs and endeared himself to her by giving her a bag of meat scraps and bones from the restaurant for her to give to the dogs every time she came in.
Oh boy.
But then he later complained that Doris cared more for her quote unquote animal friends than for him.
Well, yeah, probably. Because you know what they don't do? Disrespect her.
I just, if you're going to pursue someone with animal scraps for other animals, It should be a clue that they are a priority and it's a passion of hers
No,
and that you
there's,
better get on board, you know?
well, I mean, men and women alike do this, right? I can change them. No, you can't, How?
I guess he just didn't know it was so serious. Who knows? But so anyway, from the 1980s, Doris owned a hotel in Carmel by the Sea, California, called the Cypress Inn, and it was an early pet-friendly hotel that was featured in Architectural Digest in 1999.
I can say I've been there. That's cool.
Oh,
I
oh,
had no
really?
idea. Yep.
Um, so, uh, basically though, she had a period in her life where she was like really sought after and successful. She was a top box office star. She didn't really receive that much critical recognition. I mean, yes, she was getting nominated for awards and stuff, but I don't know. Everybody just kind of thought she was like
She was
meh,
great.
I guess. Like they thought she was great, but like again, in that girl next door way.
Yeah,
Um,
like Sally Field. Sally Fields.
yeah, yeah,
She's
probably.
never
I
gonna
mean,
be a sex icon. She's not gonna be the
so,
Velvet.
um, she ended up garnering 3 Grammy Hall of Fame awards in 1998, 99, and 2012. She was awarded a Golden Globe Lifetime Achievement Award in 1989. She also earned a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And then in 2004, President George W. Bush gave Doris the Presidential Medal of Freedom, saying that she captured the hearts of Americans while enriching our culture. So, like, all those things didn't come until after she had retired.
What the fuck though?
Like, everybody looked back and was like, oh, she made such a huge impact and such a big impression. It just took us 30 years to realize
Well,
it.
it's also like everything was going so fast. Remember back in the day, they would film like 100 movies a year in some studios because they didn't have any of the post-processing or anything like that. So like
True.
I feel like there were a lot of Doris days when she was out there doing her
Yeah.
thing and like and everybody's perspective was that like okay, she's one. But then her legacy continued to impact well after her not being in those spaces.
It seems to have been, at least her impact was recognized
Right.
much after, yes.
And as much as I loathe the piece of shit husband for 17 years doing this to her, I almost feel as though that helped her continue that legacy because she had to actively work to, you
True.
know what I mean? Like
True.
if she still had her hundreds upon thousands upon millions, would she have been an activist? Would she even have seen the conditions of animals? And so like that's where I'm like, he's a shitty man, but it forced her to continue to be relevant.
Well, to find purpose was, how about that?
Sure.
That's better than relevant, but
Well, because
but yeah.
relevance in terms of like she could have just begrudgingly done the bare minimum.
Yes. Yes, she could have become a recluse.
Yes, and she could have been a spectacle, and instead she continued to bring relevance to the table.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I meant it. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I
when one
mean,
door closes, another opens. God damn it!
yes. I mean, collectively, she made 39 major motion picture movies. Like,
Right. It's crazy.
so during the 39, I can't remember how many films they were in together, maybe three or something. But she became really close with Rock Hudson. And
You gonna marry him too?
no, I think Rock was into the other variety.
Oh yeah, he was.
Um, so they remained very devoted to each other. He even appeared on her TV show when he was noticeably sick with AIDS. Like
Oh,
nobody knew that that was the deal, but they could tell there was something not right.
this cat just farted
He
in my lap. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
got a stink bomb over there.
Oh, it's so concentrated. Oh, Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so
Did you have your
sorry.
mouth open?
I did, because I'm a mouth breather. I gotta work on that.
Yeah, it's hard to transition into talking about Rock Hudson dying of HIV AIDS in
No, I'm
1985, but
so sorry.
and that also led to Doris being committed to raising awareness and fundraising for HIV AIDS research. So,
Oh,
yeah,
man almighty.
I
Who
know.
knew?
So, in 2011, she released an album in the
All
UK.
right. Her roots.
Yep. The album was called My Heart. It's the first album in over 2 decades. The project received a lot of acclaim and did well commercially, eventually crowning Doris as the oldest artist to record a top 10 album with new material on the UK charts,
Girl, get it.
right? Um, so as she was settling down much later into her life, she made her home bright and light. She lived in Carmel and was high above a golf course, enjoyed having guests and being surrounded by her animals. She passed away on May 13th, 2019, at the age of 97 from pneumonia. She was surrounded by a few friends and 14 pets.
As you do.
Yes. On her birthday, April 3rd, about a month before she passed, nearly 300 fans gathered in Carmel to celebrate her.
No, I love that.
Because she was actually in really good health. Like the pneumonia
It
kind
always does.
of,
It takes them out of nowhere.
yeah, yeah.
It's a blitz. So
So that is the story of Doris Day.
I love this. And it's crazy because when I was younger, my family took the opportunity to go to California to visit other family members while we were there. We went to Caramel by the Sea. And it's probably one of like my my core memories from doing that back in the day. Like it's such a beautiful place. So I can totally envision her thoroughly enjoying herself at the end of her life because you have like you have so many things happening and it's just so beautiful and affluent, I will say that. And it's just a cool place. Like that's so fun. And knowing that she was
Mm-hmm.
there, that's all right.
Mm-hmm. So my sources today were Wikipedia, DorisDayAnimalFoundation.org, DorisDay.com, Biography.com, ReadElizon.com, Britannica.com, and Harper'sBazaar.com.
Well, thanks for taking 2 days to
I
cover
mean,
Miss
I had
Doris.
to give you all of those extras about the
You
melanoma,
certainly did.
the Christian Science, and
Yeah,
the
no, that's what
bankruptcy, and
the disrespect.
Yes.
I had no idea. And like I said, my mom and I used to watch Doris Day movies, Calamity Jane and Pillow Talk often when I was a young one. So I never really went back and considered who she was as a human.
Mm-hmm.
She's all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you're married 4 times and only end up with one kid, though. I didn't
That's
find
where
out
I'm like,
anything about that because there was something I came across where she said that like her original dreams or wants in life was that she just wanted to be a wife and have a couple of kids. And but she was trying to like encourage other people. She's like, but if you want to go to Hollywood, you can. She's like, look, I made it.
I mean, yeah, I feel like a lot of women just wanted that. And then she ended up, but I think, and this is Sarah's world, I have a feeling that her first pregnancy was so scary that she probably
Maybe so
never let it
traumatic
happen
from,
again.
yeah.
She probably put up a little wall for all the men she was with and never gave them her full trust. You know how that goes. It's not like she ignorantly was just jumping from relationship to relationship. I can't imagine.
But there wasn't like birth control.
Yeah, well, I know that.
So I'm like, okay, I don't know.
Well, she probably didn't
But
really have a lot of sex with them. You know what I mean? Like it was probably more of a exchange type relationship. Comfort.
maybe.
Either way, sounds like she had an okay time for the most part.
I guess so. So
Glad the
that means
animals
it's
got
Attagirl
her.
time.
Yeah, it's there. We're there.
Attagirls are where we pat ourselves in the back for something good that we've done or something good that's happened to us.
Yeah. Oh,
And do you want me to go
oh,
first?
sure.
Because I uh did a superior auntie move and flew to Florida for my niece's pageant and was happy that I was able to see that moment because she got in the top 10.
Oh, good for you guys. That's so cool. I love
Mm-hmm.
that. You know, it's kind of funny because your stepsister and I were besties
Mm-hmm.
before you and I knew each other.
Mm-hmm.
And while I never wished ill will on her, I also never really thought about her after. Not to be disrespectful, but it was just we were growing up and we were young. And so when you came back into my life and I now get to see her life and, understand how she's going with you through you, like I'm happy and proud of her.
Mm-hmm.
Because where we were at when we were younger, we were not in a good spot. So I'm really happy to see that she's happy and healthy and, she's got great kids and everything's normal for her. She deserves that.
Yeah. She says that she's raising a little Nicole and a little Justin. She's like, they're
Oh,
more like me and my brother than they are like her. And I think she's thankful for that.
probably. Yeah.
Because yeah,
You're tyrants.
she was a
Absolute
tough.
menace to society is what we were both.
Yeah.
She took me under her wing and taught me all of her terrible ways, and I thoroughly exercised them. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad. I'm happy to see
Yeah.
you. Congratulations,
So
super
yeah,
aunt.
my niece is 13. She'll be 14 in February. And at this point, it's the third pageant that she's been in, and I would hope that at this age it's a bit more memorable. So I felt as though I should go. Plus, my nephew is in baseball all of the time, and he does like travel baseball and stuff. And so a lot of people will go to his baseball tournaments
Yeah,
because they'll be like in Tennessee or New York or whatever.
yeah,
But I'm like, so who's going to Lily's stuff, you know?
yeah. You're looking out for Lily. That's so sweet.
So,
Well,
so yeah,
congratulations, Lily, and
yeah.
and your sister. Um, my Anna girl is that I have decided to go back to therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And I had my first session with my therapist on Friday, and it was like relieving in a way because I felt like I was kind of burdening my family and friends with the trauma that I'm going through, like trauma dumping on everybody. And that's the last thing I want to do to my friends and family. And so it's like a relief to have somebody to kind of talk to about stuff again. But she's also a life coach and she'll pull my tarot cards. So I'm pretty excited that I found this beautiful, wonderful human to connect with. And it was really weird because I was looking through, I did my assessment and I'm looking through everything and like her picture popped up and my body had a visceral reaction. Like I got chill bumps and I started tearing up and I was like, I guess we're gonna reach out. And so that was absolutely the confirmation I needed because as soon as we connected the call, it was like time went like in the blink of an eye. And so I'm really excited. I'm really hopeful. We have 12 solid sessions. One's already under our belt. Um, and yeah, so I'm just gonna improve my mental health and make sure I have the adequate tools for this next chapter of what I think I want to do with my life. And I'm proud of myself. And everybody's like, "Oh, that's so brave. You're going back to that." I'm like, it's not something to be brave about. It's just like I need it. It's like when you need a new pair of underwear, you go buy them.
Yeah, I guess I don't understand brave either. I guess because you have to be really honest with yourself.
Yeah, accountability is hard for people. I'm
Yeah.
most accountable person. I'll be ignorantly accountable as long as you tell me I did something, and if I know I did it, then yeah, I did it. It's fine. I'm not gonna lie. Uh,
Well, I'm happy that you're also taking advantage of this free benefit
yes,
and not letting it
yes,
pass you by
yeah,
because that's amazing that they're
right.
offering you those first 12 sessions at no cost.
It's a I feel like it's just a way to compensate me for the mental health issues they're causing me. Honestly, they're
I mean, it could
correcting
be
their own
cyclical.
issues. Yeah, it is 100%. Because I wouldn't necessarily have to have these conversations if I didn't have this job. So there is, it's a burden.
Mm. Well, either way, it'll put some good juju back in.
Yeah. Yep. And then perimenopause is screaming alive and well in my world finally. So I get to tackle that. Wait for that, atta girl.
I didn't think that I was gonna get you this young.
I didn't either, and here we the fuck are. Because just a year ago, you and I were talking about like how I should be feeling. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't have any issues. And then genuinely within the last year, all of the symptoms have started to present. And then when I hit 40, I lost my eyesight and I was like, what the fuck? So then I started looking into it and I was like, yep, nope, these are all perimenopause symptoms. Neat for me.
Because I remember us talking about it and you saying that like your mom didn't get it till later, I think. Um,
She was like 10 years worth of it, but then she was like maybe in her early 40s. But then I look at I'm actually in my early 40s, motherfucker. I'm older. It's so it makes sense. Like somebody thought I was really young today. I was like, oh my, so cool. No, definitely old. I've been doing this for 15 years. But like somebody thought I was an intern not too long ago, and I was like, feather in my cap. You didn't get too close to me, so you didn't see all the ranks. Like a Picasso star from afar right now.
Funny.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Well, if you guys liked what you heard today, please rate, review, subscribe. You can request a Hoe of History by emailing us at homancepodcast@gmail.com or sending us a DM or comment on our Instagram at homance_chronicles.
Yeah, the Homance is up.